Hey, what's up, Tech House Market fam? Cashew here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to utilize velocities in making your drums more groovier and more real. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. So I'm going to pick the kick. I feel like this was always nice. I'm just going to pretty much put it to the one. Pretty much do like a standard 4 on 4. But at the end of every 4 bars, let's do like a something like this maybe. So half of it. And let's also, one of the nice things that I want to do before doing that, I want to actually make the length of the kick, raise the hold, first of all, like this. You see kind of like this change, and we can go into this one as well. So pretty much like this, and we can make, for example, this one, maybe like this. So it'll be something like this, maybe. Check it out. So pretty much you gain a lot of new movement just from pretty much adding like a little bit of velocity change. Let's check this part right here. Now let's check how this all can sound. Also before that, I want to also do like a double kick. So like on the 16 right there. Also here. So let's check it out. How's this gonna sound? You gain so much new movement just from playing a little bit with velocities, and you can see it's not that hard, so there's no reason for you guys to not use that and utilize that. So let's go with a clap. With claps we can be a little bit more creative in sense of the rhythms, because on the claps, as I said, we can be more creative and we can do a little bit more of them. So I'm just gonna lower it down a little bit like this, and let's do like a standard clap pattern like this. We can maybe, for example, on the first one right there, add another shot right here. So like here, like this, right here, around that. Let's check it out. We can maybe do a shot right here. So let's lower down velocities and maybe check it out like something like this. Oh yeah, of course, before doing that, we of course need to make sure that we are making a pattern unique. So like this. Let's check out this part and maybe do something like this. So it kind of like hits and then it rises back in a way. So maybe something like that. Let's check it out. Yeah, this part is going to be really nice. And this way you can see your groove is sounds way more groovier, and this sounds better and more professional with just, you see, because maybe 5 minutes to set this up. Just before moving on to the hi-hats, I want to try out this part, how it would sound if we have something like this. Yeah, sounds so sick. Let's add the hi-hat. This one, let's make it a little bit shorter. Let's do a classic hat pattern. To make unique pattern right here. Let's check it out now. One cool thing that I want to mention with the hi-hats is hi-hats usually sound better when you pitch them down, maybe like 1 or 2. So let's maybe try right here. Let's do a little bit less velocity. Let's try maybe thing on the root note. Maybe flip the positions. How this is gonna sound. So it's not maybe the best groove, but for the purpose of tutorial, I'm gonna show you guys as much as possible, so then you can decide what's best for you. So let's check out how we can utilize this technique with a loop. So I'm just gonna open this up in a Fruity Slicer. So now I'm gonna try to, first of all, I'm gonna make it all flat with a velocity, and now I'm gonna try to select one portion of it, so we can actually go with this. Maybe, yeah, half of it. Yeah, something like this. So pretty much do this. And now I'm gonna go into the velocity. You can also go to the panning, but a little bit later. And now I'm gonna do shortcut Option O. So that brings up LFO option. And what we can do now is we can kind of set the speed, so we can kind of go a little bit faster. So because you can see if you go a little bit slower, it just does like a sine wave, half of the sine wave. But we actually want something more random in a way, so something like this. We can raise up the value, so it's like this, stays like this, make this a little bit shorter, and we can go a little bit maybe more. So let's just bring it up again. And let's now duplicate this. Let's check it out how it's gonna sound. Let's try it with a percussion. With the snares, as I said, this is really useful. For example, for the breaks like this, maybe we can do it like this. So it kind of like goes from here, here. So it kind of rises. So let's check it out how it's gonna sound. Let's lower down the volume of it a little bit because it's too hot right now. We can utilize this part right here and maybe right here, but adding like additional 2 shots. Yeah, so this is actually pretty nice. So as you can see, so we're just gonna play a little bit more with velocity, especially on this part right here. Right here, so nice. That's perfect. So now let's play a little bit with velocity. So the first shot should be a little bit calmer, and then this shot should be a little bit so something like this maybe. For example, for this part, we can maybe do something like this. You can see it sounds really nice right here. So the next thing that we can do is try maybe like a percussion. So let's try something like this and pretty much raise it up like this and like, or we can do like additional rhythms. So yeah guys, this is pretty much how you should approach velocity in your drums. You should definitely utilize this, and if you got any more questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and make sure to like this video, subscribe, and see you in the next one.